Hey, guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we are gonna simply just state right away, we're gonna be fisting. Fisticuffs, whatever way you want to say it, we're gonna be fisting a bunch of Fallen, we're gonna be fisting them damn ogres if you're into it. Basically, we are gonna be using our Titan. Of course, it has to be a Titan if we're gonna be meleeing or fisting everything. But recently, of course, with Act 2 season of the Revenant, episode Revenant stuff, we have gotten a bunch of changes to a ton of different exotics. And one of them that got a big buff is, of course, gonna be these point contact cannon braces. So these are basically improving your thunderclap to have these little lightning shots. And Bungie recently realized that, of course, the build crafting with these wasn't too great. You didn't get much energy gains back or anything from it. And it was really hard to really put it into a build. Now you can fist pretty consistently with it because they have increased the amount of energy you get back for defeats with, of course, the lightning. And of course, they doubled the damage the lightning does while you're amplified as well, which is really, really dope. I mean, doubling the damage on this, it makes it just pretty damn consistent. Any sort of low tier, maybe higher end activities, you might not see it too much, but lower end, this is just an absolute fisty build. But of course, it's not just the buff to the point contacts that makes them really good right now. If you spec into all the mods, and if you go actually to, of course, the artifacts this season, there is a ton of stuff for, of course, melee mods, so authorized mods, melee, which reduces all the costs, of course, to use the mods and everything. There is a ton, of course, arc sort of stuff, like arc compounding. You got things like conductive cosmic crystal. And then also things like debilitating wave and stuff, trace evidence. There's a ton of different reasons that this goes in really, really well, especially if you pair it maybe with an arc sort of weapon. I'm going to use Monte Carlo just to keep the melees kind of going efficiently. But overall, this is such a dope-ass build. Throw on, of course, the knockout with, of course, the diamond lance and everything. You, of course, have to have thunderclap on it as well. This is honestly such a dope-ass build, okay? Fisting is back. I will say, disclaimer straight off the rip, I know everyone in the mother is just screaming at the screen right now going, yeah, but I cannot consecration with Dragon's Action. Consecration is insane. Yeah, consecration is broken, okay? And it is probably still the best Titan. But if you want to turn your brain off type of freaking build that you can just rock in like Tomb of the Elders while you're farming, in some onslaughts and everything, this is the best build for it. So we're going to showcase exactly why you need to start fisting some people in Destiny. So without further ado, let's go in with our fisting build. Alrighty, so we're going to be doing the Onslaught, of course, with the little thunderclap build. Like, and this is going to be us fisting, boys. Oh, and you can see I already have my energy back, so we can go for these guys. You can fist them. I got my energy back, so we can go for it. Oh, which one do I go for? I went for the wrong one. Okay, we didn't get energy back. But that's what you can kind of do. And of course, because I'm Monte Carlo, I can do things like that. We'll get them. We'll chain the lightning and stuff like that. As I said, it's so dope in the right build. You can do absolute work, especially with the diamond lance. I can basically get a bunch of kills and get my diamond lance kind of going. But as I said, this whole build in a nutshell, it's just really turn your brain off, kind of. Just do what you want. Turn your brain off. Just freaking launch a bunch of thunderclaps. Clap those cheeks. It's super, super nice. I'm telling you. If you like fisting in Destiny, this is legit the best way to do it. Any sort of melee focus build, it's going to do absolute work. As I said, I do want to stand. And oh my god, look at the amount of them. Oh, get them all. Oh my god, that is disgusting. Oh my god. Okay, we got too excited. I got a bit okay, anxious to try to get this diamond lance because I wanted to kind of showcase doing that, and then doing the same thing where you melee them like this and you get the kill, you get your energy back. As I said, there's so many ways to even improve on this, but it's so freaking glorious. Just the absolute rail things, especially with the Onslaught, because obviously it's pretty target rich. So when they all spawn in like that, I can legit let go real quick, and there's one guy there, really. I was expecting it to be like a whole freaking squadron, but nope. Only one freaking dude. And yo, can I not get freaking request? But shoot the barrier off. What? Do we not have anyone for barrier? Oh my god, I gotta do everything myself. I wasted this. Anyone else? That is honestly limp dick disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. We get a full charge on this guy, and as you can kind of see, the actual thunderclap doesn't do an awful lot of damage, which I will say that would have been a really nice buff too, to increase that damage. Obviously, the thunderclap with full charge, but it's mainly the lightning. The lightning is what makes this really, really insane now. So if you don't get the kill, you will chain lightning to a bunch of, or lightning strikes to a bunch of enemies. If you get kills, that's where you get the real energy gains from. Of course, as I said, when you kind of spec into a build like I am, where I'm getting orbs and all that sort of jazz, I'm getting ionic traces for multi-frags, it is a really easy way to kind of get your melee kind of going again. And as I said, when there's much enemies like this, we go real quick like that, you can just absolutely rail everything super, super quickly. I have, of course, hands-on, a bunch of melee mods. It's just one of the best freaking builds to use in PvE, I'm telling you. I mean, endgame, you probably need to still go in with those consecration builds. I understand that. Everyone's going to mention that to me. Like, consecration shit, it's absolutely broken. But having a build where you can legit just turn your brain off, have some fun, just fist everything you see, it's honestly so freaking glorious. Gonna be a couple more of my chachas though. We'll get these guys with a full charge. They're all dead. I got my shot back. As I said, when you do get the freaking like the ultra, like a multiple combo of them, you can absolutely just annihilate them. As I said, Onslaught, of course, is going to be a lot. It's going to be really great for this because they all spawn like that. But you can do a little half charge too, and you will get energy back. Like, I mean, being able to just blast through a whole freaking squadron of Cabal like that, it's just so freaking nice. As I said, it's just beautiful. It's legit art in motion. I'm not gonna lie. This is, as I said, when I think of Titans and how like they love to punch things, I think of them like obviously punching trolls and killing themselves. But this is like what the fantasy really is. Just being able to chuck one thunderclap, clap the cheeks, and absolutely blast everything. It's just so freaking juicy. Now, I don't get hit by that thing, but we'll get these guys. Full charge it. Boom. Oh, it's so glorious to get this guy a little half charge too. Okay, there was no one around him. Oh, wait, we did get it. Oh, we got the freaking Monte Carlo going. I mean, the thing is as well, you don't have to use Monte Carlo. I'm just kind of using it because, not that it's better, it's just obviously if I have a little, like, small little dips in, of course, my energy gains, if I mess it up or whatever, I can get it back pretty instantly. But as I said, with the ionic traces kind of going around, with, of course, the mod this artifact season, and of course the other sort of mods I have on for this melee kills in general, it's just really, really nice for getting some energy. And boys, I have nothing for this guy. Screw it. I would Onslaught. I would have done it. I would have had to. If I missed 2 Thunder Crushes in a row, I think that was legit GG's. That was my career over. That was so bad. I just faced through his ass, so I don't know where I went. But the build itself, I'm telling you, it's just so much fun to kind of go in with. Do not take my kills, boys. You cannot take a man's freaking thunderclap kills. But it's just really fun to go in with, I'm telling you. Once you kind of get the mojo of the build, which is really simplistic, to be honest. It's not exactly like I'm mix and matching so many different sorts of like disciplines. And guys, oh my god, you guys are insane. You're freaking good at taking everything off me. But as I said, it is just like really, really dope that they kind of did buff this. I'm telling you, it was pretty sad you couldn't really build into it that much. And oh, well, you actually have the Monte Carlo kind of going, so I can't really get that going. But yeah, it was kind of sad that you couldn't really put this in much melee builds and everything, because the energy gains were just non-existent. They weren't even really there. I mean, you can, I think you used to get them on point contact kills, but it's just so nice that the lightning strikes actually do something now. You basically get amplified anyway as well. You do have to, I do have to stipulate, you gotta have to be amplified to kind of get the oh, get this guy real quick. Do not put the barrier up. Oh my god, thank god. But yeah, you gotta be amplified to really get the damage increases, and also to really get the energy gains, because it's off the kills and whatnot. So I will say, like, if you spec into a good amplified build, it will be great. But there's so many different ways of doing this, and you can improve this too. If you throw on something that does lightning blinds, and oh, we're gonna fist them right in the ass. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Boom! Like, no damage because it doesn't take freaking crits. Alrighty, final boss slam, of course, with the little consecration that could. I'm so dead, yo, guys. Oh, thank god the Nova Bomb came in and killed everything. 2 Nova Bombs, guys. I'm gonna get. Oh my god, I missed them as well. Okay, this is shocked. We're just gonna thunder crash this guy and freaking get out of here. Oh, I thought I missed again. I was gonna be so mad, but you gotta actually use the prismatic on it too to kind of get it charged up a bunch, because obviously with prismatic, oh, you're gonna be able to get it going consistently with the extra gains of melee, sort of like consecration. This is where consecration though is gonna have a beat down, right? Obviously, I didn't get 1 kill there to heal. Really? Yo, heal something. Heal something. Oh my god, I'm just freaking blind every 2 seconds. Leave me alone. And of course, you're gonna freaking put up a barrier. That's why. But there's the kill. But as I said, overall, this build, it's really, really fun in PvE. We'll probably do a Tomb of the Elders to kind of show it in probably somewhere where it's not as target-rich environment, but I still do think that this buff has made this super, super dope. And if Consecration ever disappears or gets worse, it's going to be honestly a really dope build to go in with, especially in any sort of arc surge. It's going to absolutely clap. Alrighty, so we're going to go in and do some Tomb of the Elders, of course, with the little thunderclap that could. This is going to be sort of, I wouldn't say end game, but obviously it's going to be a legendary version of it, so the enemies will take a little bit more damage and everything, but it still should be really, really effective. Now, I didn't get much energy gains there because I completely only killed like 1 thing. But when you do get a bunch of kills, it's still with this sort of build, it is going to be dope. And you kind of see, obviously, still with the boom. But of course, still with the ionic traces and everything, you can get your charges back. And with the, as I said, just the normal sort of melee, you will do absolute work. It is just all kind of about grouping up a bunch of enemies, because if you whiff like that, it just kind of tank it. And that's why I will say the macro chain and, of course, the oh, do not freaking punch me. You're gonna fist me back, boys. You're gonna try fist my ass back. Boom. Oh, it's so glorious. Everything just gets shredded. Oh my god, there's gonna be so much targets here. Oh, it's so glorious when you catch them on the spawn. I will say, those ionic traces are giving me so much energy. They're actually really, really dope for that. So, with the mods this season, it's just a ton of reasons I will be saying to come in with this build. You could improve on it more if you, of course, spec into blinding nades or whatever. You can actually probably not bother with the prismatic. The only thing with prismatic is, of course, you get prismatic. I mean, it's really you get transcendence. That's the word I'm looking for. So you get transcendence kind of going, which is going to be kind of nice. Obviously, I'm not really, because I'm not really getting the kinetic hits in. I can do it now. I can't get that guy, but if I got a bunch of kinetic hits in, I get prismatic going, then you get more melees going and everything. So that's the reason I am using the prismatic. But you could definitely switch over to the L Arc Titan and then, of course, get your mods kind of going that way. With, of course, instead of using the pulse nade, you can have the blinding nade and then go from there. There's a ton of different ways you can play out this build, but it's really just mainly about using the old freaking thunderclap. The thunderclap is the main thing. Can I cancel? Ah, I wanted to cancel the freaking clap. Man, once those cheeks are about to be clapped, the Titan just can't resist. He's got to chuck it out. He's got to blow it. He just cannot keep it, you know? Okay, that one might have been a bit too on the nose, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll just waste him out of it. Okay, the big walker is up, guys. I will deal with all the freaking ads. You guys deal with the rest, okay? We get our energy back now. We have freaking melee again. As he said, it's so good to get your energy gains back. It's actually kind of insane. We'll get these guys as well. Full punch, 100 damage, everything dies. Come on, boys, keep on coming down. I got a fist ready for you. Fist it into. Freaking, it's just so dope. Thank God my teammates are going for the freaking, what's it called? Boss killing, because I legit just been doing nothing but fisting all the other guys on the side. Oh, get them now, though. Just get the melee in because they're right up my ass, freezing me. I mean, we can get the ground guys pretty consistently. You can see the outer traces. I will say they're doing an absolute freaking ton of work. We'll get these guys as well. Get the kills. Oh my god, there's just freaking stasis everywhere. Leave me alone. And there's the freaking, of course, Diamond Lance. As I said, Diamond Lance is actually really, really dope that you can kind of get it going with this. That's one of the great things kind of about the build. Okay, we're just going to waste this guy. I think we can probably one-tap him, but we won't get the freaking favor. Oh, guys, get the favor. I'll punch everything underneath. Don't worry, I've got them. Punch. She just gets wiped. Oh, it's so glorious. And then we get our melee going again. Punch. Everything gets wiped again. We get freaking keep it going, boys. I actually had the macro chain. We'll go for this. I forgot I could actually do that with the freaking Monte Carlo. It's been that long since I've used it. Now we'll get these guys. Oh, give me the kill. Oh, it's so freaking glorious when you just hit everything like that. It's just so freaking nice. Did they get it? Oh, they actually got it. Nice, boys. What? I preempted the freaking clap. No, the clapping. Okay, that is, of course, going to be one of the laps. I won't go too much further into it because we kind of displayed why you need to get fisting. But that is going to be it. As I said, it's really, really dope. Obviously, in PvE, I'm telling you, the clapping or the fisting. It's just so good. It works so well with the mods this season 2 with all the arcs, sort of jazz and iron traces. I'm telling you, this is just a build you've got to try out. It's 100% worth it. Not as good as the consecration, but it's going to be worth the PvE. Well, that is it for me. And of course, the point contact fisting build itself. As I said, PvE in this build is an absolute freaking dream to kind of go in with. Is it the most effective in endgame? Probably not, because consecration, as I said, exists. It's insane with, obviously, consecration is legit just throw on, of course, these frenzy blade with, of course, the consecration. It's just insane. I understand why everyone goes in with that, but I will say knockout and diamond lance with this thunderclap build is really, really dope. You can get the energy gains going pretty consistently with this, especially with the Monte Carlo. But if you just want to get kills with the thunderclap, it works out pretty well. You got your melee up with 100 strength. For the most part, you get about half back, and I think, what is it, 45 seconds. So it's about 20 seconds maybe to your next one. Sometimes you get 3/4, so then again you split it a bit more, so it'll be about 10-11 seconds. You can constantly keep it going, and if you spec into certain mods, as I said, I've got a ton of different ones on. Like, we've got invigoration, we also have hands-on for the supers, we got heavy-handed, font of vigor, melee kickstart. We got I have tons of different freaking mods on you can use. And as I said, with all these sorts of arc mods, and of course this melee one here, there's tons of reason I'd be saying you've got to try this build out. Even if you are a consecration guy, this is just legit so much fun. As I was saying throughout the video, this is a real turn your brain off, just punch everything. You don't even really need to charge up the thunderclap. Obviously it is great, but the damage that the lightning claps or the lightning strikes actually do is that you can probably just half HP somebody with the actual thunderclap, let the lightning strikes kill everything else, and then get your energy gains. It's really, really dope. I'm telling you, this is such a dope ass exotic now. It works out really well in this build. I will still love if they actually increased the damage thunderclapping did. It used to do an absolutely absurd amount of damage, but I would love if they brought it back to its prime and then kept obviously this buff as well. But I will say overall, the point contact cannon brace, if you're a Titan main, you definitely need to try this out in some PvE because it's just really, really dope. Get any sort of arc or amplified build going as well. Maybe you want to use Centrifuge with the catalyst maybe, or maybe a risk runner build as well because you got arc cannon going the whole freaking time. I know there's a ton of different ways you can try this out, but I'm telling you right now, this build is just so much fun and it's actually really effective. As I said, maybe not fully end game, but even there at in the Tomb of Elders, they were in around my level and I was able to one tap most of the odds and everything and do work of course against the yellow bar. So I'm telling you right now, it's not a bad build whatsoever. You want to jolt and amplify, it's really, really dope. Put it, as I said, in any sort of arc build, you have a ton of fun. And of course, the great thing about the whole build is that you can just chuck in innuendos every time you want, okay? You can just fist everything. That's all you gotta know. You can fist ogres, you can fist fallen, you can fix the hive, or fist the hive. You can fist everything. Nothing is out of the realms of fisting, okay? The freaking Titans are back, boys. This is what, when people talk about Titans punching everything or fisting everything, this is the build I think of. Them, as I said, them hitting trolls and killing themselves and also just punching everything like this. It's insane. But regardless, if you like the video, trust like, add me some more content, subscribe, fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next collective in the next one.